Mavina's Battle Hymn is the Amazon-specific set designed around the Ice Maiden build variant of the Magezons, with armor as glowy as possible, of course. While it is a bit harder to find this full set than some of the other elite class-specific sets, due to its part selections, it can still be traded for rather easily and is a budget-friendly option for Magezons in general, in spite of being a bit stronger for ice than fire. As far as overall bonuses go, the full set gives you a fairly similar group of gold bonuses compared to other class-specific sets, with plus skills, resist, some strength and dexterity, as well as attack rating and magic find. Though a special note on the gold set bonuses for this one is this set is pretty good for partially equipping due to the fact that the global bonus to strength pops in at 2 parts and the dexterity bonus pops in at 3 parts. So you can get some benefits from running parts of it early, especially since there's stats on the gloves as well, which, as you can tell here, give you an additional plus 10 strength and 15 dexterity, on top of some less impressive stats in the form of a bit of cold damage, albeit with a slightly longer than normal chill duration, as well as a reduced freeze duration for you specifically, and extra gold on top of that. And while it is unfortunate that it does not get increased attack speed, it does have some nice partial set bonuses in the form of more base cold damage at 4 parts, and the percent boost to cold damage whenever the set is completed. The other part you'll see equipped relatively early, and sometimes as a sneaky addition to certain late game setups, is the belt, with faster run walk in this slot being its claim to fame. But it also does pack some mana leech, which can be pretty handy. As far as the partial set bonuses though, it sadly only gets 1, and that's at 4 parts with 25% resist all, which when stacked with the full set bonuses is not that bad, but it's not super impressive either. Moving up to the higher level gear, we have Mavina's Embrace, the armor, which is unfortunately medium armor, so it sadly negates a good chunk of the belt's speed boost, but this does provide some passive and magic skill points that can help make your Valkyrie a bit tankier, and your arrows more likely to pierce if you have the skills into the base. And it also does have 2 types of boosted defense, some magic damage reduction, and a chance to cast Glacial Spike on enemies that have the audacity to hit you. As far as the partial bonuses, it gets some faster hit recovery at 3 parts, but overall, as you can tell, the armor does leave some things to be desired compared to other class-specific sets if you're not leaning into the full set itself. A part, however, that is desired by multiple classes and is one of the veteran secrets of the game is Mavina's True Sight, the Diadem, which, while it does have some replenished life and mana, it is obviously most well known for packing 30% increased attack speed, and is usually a placeholder until people can get specific artisan helmets, which give you 3 sockets, which lets you get up to the same attack speed. Though this helmet is helped a bit by its partial set bonuses as well, with plus all skills at 2 parts, a buff to attack rating at 3, and then some more resists at 4 parts, which kind of match the belt, although yeah, it's 4 parts, so it's not too impressive even though it's 25%. It is easily, though, one of my favorite parts of the set, and as you can tell by the socket in it, that is sadly not normally there. I got that from Larzik. I have used this specific one on more than one occasion. And last but not least, the part that makes this Amazon-specific set is the Grand Matron Bow, Mavina's Caster. An interesting bow in its own right, thanks to increased attack speed, magic arrows, as well as okay damage for a bow, even though it won't compete with something like Faith or Windforce. But thankfully, it does do enough damage that you'll get a decent amount of leech from it if you have mana leech gear on, like the belt, to kind of keep you up and going. As far as the partial set bonuses, at 2 parts you get the magic damage, which is fairly nice. At 3 you get Cast Nova on striking, which centers around the enemy being struck, which is kind of nice as well because it's a nice little AoE. And finally you get the bow and crossbow skills at 4 parts, which will greatly help you cast freezing arrows later on and do decent damage with them. Overall, Mavina's is an interesting set that has several uses across multiple characters, though for its intended purpose, it essentially sits as the core B-tier Magezon setup that can work for the build through the end of hell, but it just can't quite compete with the runewords and uniques in the post-game. And as always, a special thanks to the patrons, channel members, and Twitch subscribers that make this content possible.